Oof. Oh. Good gracious. Good gravy. Hello, Dino. Hello, little chap. Dirty D. From the salty sea. Sorry, baby. I handed you an empty pack. Like an idiot. My bad.
The hundreds non-lights. We'll see if that slows down the chain at all.
Doubtful. Ahoy. 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 Internet. You got your internet fixed 5 minutes ago? Good for you, bud. Well, I'm glad this is the first thing that you did with the internet. You're a smart chap for that. What's the date today?
It's the 9th. Tuesday.
Tuesday the 9th. 11:40. And then it's the 9th, you said?
Yep.
Whoop. Good afternoon. You are supreme. The chicks will cream for greased lightning. Lightning, 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 lightning. Yeah. Just got back from the dispo 5 minutes ago. Good for you, bud. Good afternoon, Paul Zigo. Thanks, Tech Noir. Good afternoon to you. Like these last couple of days have actually been, I don't know if I'm just acclimating or they've actually been slightly more manageable than the days before them. I think it's just a little less hot overall, or maybe a little humid. I don't know. Go grease lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile. Grease lightning, go grease lightning. Go grease lightning, you're burning up the heat lap trial. Grease lightning, go grease lightning. I'm catching the outer storms of the hurricane. The hurricane. Ah, yeah.
Hit Houston pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I hear. It was weakened when it hit, right?
It was a Category 1. It had been a tropical storm and then it re-strengthened before it hit Texas.
Oof. I didn't hear that. Houston gets fucking nailed sometimes.
Yeah, like it was a Cat 5 back when it was in the Caribbean and shit, and then it went down and then it strengthened up again before it hit.
Didn't it hit, or was that a different one? Didn't a hurricane smack right into like Mexico City recently?
Yeah, I think that was the same one, or it was
Beryl?
Mexico. Yeah, Beryl.
Hurricane Beryl. So that came into Mexico and then like went up the Gulf into Texas.
Yes.
Oof. Yeah, I guess today I'll get caught up on my my news. I haven't really paid much attention to the news in the last week. Is Cat 5 the newest designation? No, Cat 5 is the top designation from the old chart. There is talk of them having to add a Category 6 to account for stronger storms. The Cat 5 is the top end of the storm range. It's like winds of 180 miles an hour. It's pretty retarded. I don't know what to look forward to more, an iceless Arctic or the collapse of what's AMOC? AMOC.
Can't just throw out random acronyms, bro.
Yeah, people think that acronyms like work before they've established what the fuck they're talking about. Sure do love living in the stormy swamp. Oh, well. Stormy swamp it up. Dragonfly, dragonfly. Beautiful little dragonfly. Oh, is that our... That's gotta be our lawn, guys.
No, they come on Wednesdays, baby.
Oh. The fart of humanity has begun then. You're going to see Maxine? No. Oh, I don't have any plans to. I guess the guys went and saw it, so maybe if they said it's good, I'll go see it.
I know they saw Furiosa too, but they didn't really bring it up with much enthusiasm.
Yeah, if they don't bring it up, I'll know. That's typically how I tell whether the Kirks liked a movie or not. If they really liked a movie, it'll be the first thing they say to me today. They'll be like, fuck, dude, you gotta see that Maxine movie. That shit was crazy. We fucking blah, blah, blah. If it was a really good movie, I'll hear about it all day.
But you didn't hear shit about Furiosa.
They didn't say peep one about Furiosa to me. So, we'll see.
That's why we went to see Midsummer again.
Well, I had a feeling. You ain't kidding with the constant landscaping, bro. It's a nightmare, bro. Gavin Newsom, Daddy Newsom, please ban small gas engines. In your name we pray. Amen.
Unless he gets scooped by the DNC, but I doubt it. I doubt he's the one that would get scooped.
I think you were, or Scotty was correct, yeah, that like there's no way. Newsom's got his eyes squarely on 28.
Yeah. Risking it now.
Risking it for the biscuit now, taking all the baggage of the Biden campaign onto his campaign, and then possibly dropping the strap to Trump would end his political career. He would never be taken seriously again. He'd never be elected governor again. So he's got, there's a lot of risk for somebody like Gavin Newsom to step up. Now, like somebody else, maybe not so much, but then you don't get the star power that is Gavin Newsom, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
We just need the most generic Democrat. We need a John Kerry again.
No.
No?
No, because
it was too boring?
Yeah, because here's the thing. I started thinking about it last night.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that I think I'm going to bring up when I'm arguing with this about people now. This tactic that the DNC is using of like, well, he's the guy, what are we going to do, is the exact same thing that they did in 2004 when the electorate was just like,
just listless,
literal like lukewarm
Kerry.
tapioca pudding on Kerry. Didn't like him, thought he was unelectable, right? A lot of leftists were going like, I don't want to vote for this fucking guy. He's just a stuffed suit. He's shit. He can't win. And the DNC did the same shit. What are you going to do? Primary process picked a guy. Primary process. Look, he's going for it. He's got to be the guy. He's going to go. He'll beat Bush. He's the most qualified to beat Bush. And we got Bush too. We got Bush too because they picked just the most tepid, lukewarm candidate, unelectable, and then they stuck by him and forced him on the electorate and then blamed people for not voting when he lost. This tactic is the same shit, bro. It's the same shit. They will not be at fault for a Biden loss, even though it was...
Do you think Romney was the same kind of tepid?
Yeah. Yes. Mitt Romney was a terrible, terrible, terrible candidate to put up against Barack Obama. Horrible. Horrible. He was like the antithesis of Obama, and I think that's why he was chosen. Obama was young. He was old. Obama was black. He was white. Obama was verbose and affable. he was not. He was stoic and quiet. So, just the dog doo-doo candidate, and then watch what happens when Biden loses. When Biden loses, the blame coming out of the DNC and their affiliated little flying monkeys is going to be people who didn't vote are to blame for this. Happy now? You know, like they weren't the ones that facilitated this old fucking man every step of the way.
Even the people that would be saying, like, they'll hop from one foot to the other, like, Biden should drop out, but you have to vote for Biden.
Yeah. Biden needs to drop out immediately. Vote for Biden. Biden can't win. Vote for Biden. It's like, has that strategy ever worked? No. Of course it hasn't. The here's a weak candidate, nothing we can do strategy always loses.
Who would you think would be the quote-unquote lesser evil, just in terms of, like, national influence? Like,
Are you talking Trump or Biden?
yeah.
Probably Biden.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how I feel about lesser evilism.
Yeah. But I just meant, like, by a show of strength, like, because it looks really weak to have your leader be questioned on his sanity like this.
I don't think we've got much of a choice. I
Yeah.
think Trump gets questioned on his sanity for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like Biden is clearly age-related insanity, and Trump is just maybe like insanity. Trump is maybe just a sociopath, you know. Had the opportunity to vote in 2 elections at this point and haven't for either one because politicians choose dog shit people to run consistently. Yeah. Well, I don't blame you, brother. I've seen this before. This song and dance. Vosh is not the first fucking messenger of this tactic that I've had to deal with. That's why it was so frustrating dealing with the dude. Because I was trying to relay to him, hey dude, I've lived through this fucking electoral cycle before, man. I've seen this tactic. He's a weak candidate. He's going to drop the strap to Trump, and they're setting it up. Like they're setting up for failure. Because they're going to fundraise for 4 fucking years solid off of Trump. They don't really care if Biden loses. You heard Biden's own fucking words. If you lose, Mr. Biden, will this all have been worth it? I think if I did the goodest job that I could have ever done, then that's what this is about. It's like, no, it isn't, dude. This isn't about you doing a gooder job, bro. This isn't about you giving 100% and leaving it all on the field, bro. This is democracy, according to your side, on the line. And if you want to tell me that you're the strongest candidate in this country, then we're fucked. We may as well just sign it off. And the most, now that you guys are living through one of these, a 2004 election, where the DNC foists an unelectable piece of shit on you and then blames you for it, right? Now that you've lived through one of these, I hope that a good portion of you are going to learn your lesson. You've now touched the stove and you've got a big fucking burn on your hand. I hope in 2028 you learn that you don't want to touch the stove again. But you won't. In 2028, a lot of the same people will be making the same argument. I don't even think it's narcissism at this point. When you have an old man with Parkinson's disease, which is what it looks like Biden may have, okay? They get ornery. You tell them you can't do that, and they go like, fuck you, I'll do it. I don't even think it's narcissism anymore. I think his brain is baked. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's holding on for dear life to what he believes is his last little bit of sanity. And that's that. They're going to change the... Yeah, exactly. They're going to change the context. They will say shit. You will hear people saying like, Biden, that was 10 million years ago. Get over it. Just like Vosh said to me about Clinton, now Clinton is on his fucking lips every second of the day because he's realized she's responsible for this. She's the fucking head campaign advisor and the main fucking DNC figure involved in this Biden debacle. So now, I'm not a ghost living in a haunted house for invoking Hillary Clinton 3 months ago. Now it's the right thing to have done. Of course, I was still wrong when I did it. Vosh is right now that he's doing it. But you see what I mean? The context will change. It's mutable for them. Because it's not about actually winning. It's about being correct. And there's no way to be correct now when it comes to this system that's completely and utterly subverted. It's like the dementia thing where you can't contradict them, so everybody says, don't run, and he's like, I gotta, Jack. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. So I'm just hoping that the people that watch me, at the very least, because that's all I can really influence, right, won't be so quick to touch the stove in 28. I hope they'll learn from this fucking humiliating defeat that they're about to be handed. And I hope that the next time that the DNC tries to foist a weak fucking candidate on them, that they start calling it out well before 4 months out from the election. Will that happen? For most of them, no. Most of them won't learn a fucking thing from this. Most of them will touch the stove again in 28 and call you a fucking scumbag for not supporting the DNC. It'll be the same line. They will not learn. There are reasons for that. Some people just need to believe. Some people have a vested interest in not learning. For example, Vosh. Why would Vosh want to upset the fucking economic apple cart in this country? Why would he want a radical leftist that might appropriate some of his fucking money, raise his fucking tax base, or raise his fucking tax bracket, I mean? Why would he want that? You have to think about these things. Like, ultimately, Vosh makes all these arguments for the status quo. Why do you think Vosh would be invested in the status quo outside of what he argues? What else could be in his mind when he's invested in the status quo? Could it be his money? Could it be his investments in the stock market? Could it be his tax rate? I'm very disappointed in Vosh adopting your guys' opinion on the DNC just now, and he acts like he totally is not. Well, he has to be standing on both feet simultaneously, solo. So he's got to be standing on his left foot and not his right foot, and his right foot and not his left foot. And he reconciles that by getting angry at his chat and ignoring anybody that points out to him that I was saying the same shit he's saying now 3 fucking months ago, and he called me a fascist for it. That's the way this works. And it'll happen again in 28, too. I'll be a fascist again in 28. Because all these people that are about to touch the stove will be in 2028 talking about how this is ancient history. Time to get over it. Yeah, Biden was a fucking shitty move, but time to get over it. Doesn't change the calculus. It's going to be the same shit.